set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ravens.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker, and we're underway from the bank. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season. And sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Jackson keeping it himself. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards, too.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And on third down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC. Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down, ball at the 36. To throw, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. It's Herbert once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will be stopped now, but not to like about that effort.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Stiff arm success. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pickup there, 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. On 4th down, here's Herbert. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. Where you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Lamar's going to keep this one. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A tight end in motion now. Now Jackson on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Quarterback with his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Running for it, here's Henry. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and just 2 to go. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. it means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a fourth down. Now we can see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Henry. He lays this across the 25. And he's all the way forward to the 37-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
And the Baltimore first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he's always ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Jackson looking to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Lamar now from the gun. Drop this one down for Henry. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finding Flowers. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. That's Denzel Perryman in on a stop. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to the bank in just a moment. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Trying to get it with the option here. And they bring him down around the 34. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
A gain of 6. That's another Baltimore first down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Lamar off the play fake. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a run for Henry. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
He was taken down at the
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another run for Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Baltimore first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
They'll run here with Henry. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Gosh, how frustrating that must be, not just for him, but really the entire offense and the coaches, to see that kind of effort, to break a tackle on a run, and it still ends in a loss.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Changing it up here, Jackson. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Jackson. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Darius Davis to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score is 7-0. Carried by Harris here to start drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 32-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Harris will hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Ravens make the recovery.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Offense to the line for second down. Jackson to throw it. To his wideout, it's a screen. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Complete to Monte Wester. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Right back to Flowers they go.
Jackson's pass complete to Zay Flowers. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Lamar throwing again. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's running for it. Juke the defender. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
13 yards on the play. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains, and it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
14. Chargers, nothing.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Now a run here with Amari on Hampton. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Chargers facing a deficit near the break. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44.
To Quentin Johnston. A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Herbert from the gun. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chargers.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
It's Herbert once more. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
That's interference. Defense.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Tight end in motion left. Now Herbert again. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Herbert to throw once more. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Herbert throwing again. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Bringing pressure, and it's blocked! And they're not able to transform the block into 2 points. He's tackled short, and they get nothing following the touchdown.
How many times do we get to the end of the game and we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
Hill now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And up by 8, not expecting them to get too aggressive this close to halftime. Ravens to the line now, 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, Jackson. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st down, ball at the 36. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the 2nd quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes one defender, and this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
6 DBs out there for the Ravens. 3rd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass caught by his tight end. We got the football, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. Baltimore running its offense out now.
At their own 12-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Jackson. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
It's a gain of 18. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there, and then catch it behind the line.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Escapes a defender. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Running once more with Henry.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Chargers in the dime on 3rd down. 6 DBs out in coverage. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throwing this back in the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And this stays a 1-score, 8-point game.
he was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Chargers offense getting set to take over. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Harris. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Herbert now. Setting up the screen. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
2nd and 10 now. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
They put a receiver in motion here left. On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Their punter making his way out now. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Lamar off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. 1st down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Stopped by Deion Henley.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Jackson keeping it himself. And he gives himself up after a short gain. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Here's Henry running left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, 4th, and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They go play fake with Jackson. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Motioning one of the tight ends. This is Henry on 2nd. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Chargers think they have it, and they do.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst, but that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A 55-yard attempt.
He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
They sometimes give the basket a hug if an errant cut hits, but still goes in. You may want to go give the goalpost a hug after this game. It took a friendly redirect off the upright to make that field goal good.
On return, here comes Davis. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open and drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Hits him on the in route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, Herbert. Allen on the catch. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A gain of a yard. First down, Chargers.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They'll come up 1st and 10. It's an LA touchdown. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Crucial moment of the game here as the Chargers try for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
A play fake, now Herbert to throw. And he's got it, that gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
Ravens 17, Chargers 14.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Finding Flowers. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. The toss now to Henry. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the the chains reset.
He'll always sign off on it. When that particular call comes in the headset, and the running back gets a chance to hear it. A toss is his chance to get outside quickly and let that athleticism shine as he dances through the defense.
On first down, Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Here's Henry on the option. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. They made it 3 yards on the tote. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it first and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
He was brought down.
It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 24, Chargers 14.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Man in motion here. Here's Herbert, first and 10. Setting up the running back screen. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Chargers down by 10. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Herbert. On the screen, this is Harris. And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now Herbert again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
That one's good to McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. Clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Herbert finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. This throw is cupped. And he stopped. Give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. It's Herbert once more. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Chargers 21.
Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. Well, the Chargers are pointing. They're excited. And yes, they've got got it!
Illegal touching. Offense.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in, just as that knee goes down.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.